as we get started here today, trying to put the late game loss to Liverpool behind us. We do have a large amount of types of matches to get through today as we jump on over to take a look at the calendar. We will start in Serie A against Salernitana and then quickly jump over to the US national team where we have a matchup against France as well as Ukraine. Then back to Serie A for a match against Monza and then against Red Bull Salzburg. We need to make sure we get a win in this match with the 2 losses to Liverpool. We are definitely needing some points. If I remember correctly, we're tied in points with Salzburg, but we beat them. So that puts us at least second in the table for now. We're also second in the table in Serie A. So we can continue getting some points, try to draw that closer to Milan, and that will be the start of next episode. So a possible really big episode then. Now, as we are still kind of early on in this season, I do want to give an update for this series. And as I currently see it, I think this will be the last season of the Noob to Pro My Player career. If we could get the wins in all these different leagues that we're in, I think it would be a great way to finish off, including the Golden Boot Award, which hopefully we should get. We are atop that by +5. So hopefully we'll see that on through. But if we do decide to end this series after this season, I plan on trying. I'm pretty sure there's a way to make your own club in this game. So I think we'll do a created club. I'm toying with making it a Youth Squad Legends or just making it just a normal one and learn how to actually be a normal manager in this game because I haven't done that before. But we'll see. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. But let's get into the action you're here for. The My Player career. Against Salernitana, they've struggled for points this season, only 8 up to this point. So let's try to keep them at 8. And the first matchup today will be a night match at home as we look to continue what's normally been a pretty good streak of games when playing at home. It's when we go away, specifically if we're playing against Liverpool, where we struggle. Let's see, 1 goal from outside the box, make that 2 or team possession rate. Well, considering we've actually haven't really been scoring a lot of goals from outside the box, despite that kind of being what our player originally was being developed to do. Let's go with the team, wasn't it team possession rate? I already forgot what we went with, but we're gonna go with whatever one I selected. Now, as we try to build a little bit of some offense here, it's Rodriguez in towards the box with a cross across that does not find anyone, but B-Hole will get it back in. Nice little flick on back to Rodriguez, and it will be a corner. Don't feel like we've scored a header in a little while. See if we could get on the end of one here. Coming into us, and no, defender does a great job. It will fall back to Diaz. Back out wide, Vargas with a cross to the opposite side, and somehow squeaks in. Wee Joe finds the left side of the net. Hopefully that's just showing some positivity to come this episode because Wee Joe has not had a good last couple episodes. The passing has been off for him. He hasn't been scoring ever since we thought we were going to have a little bit of a rivalry with him early on in the season for that Golden Boot. Now Salernitana working their way into open space, rolling to that right side, but they don't find an angle to keep him. Will make an easy save. And a shot across going to Rodriguez. Wee Joe opens with the goal and an assist. So yeah, definitely looking like Wee Joe's back. Rodriguez also getting stuck in pretty well, but our guy, not so much. Now can Salernitana find something here? It was a good pass, but the final shots have not been very good, and neither was that throw from the keep. Now Salernitana right back into it, and a diving save needed there from the keep. We'll push it wide. However, goes out for a corner. Be our first defensive corner in the 28th minute, and it's actually a fairly decently placed one. Maybe could have been with a little bit further towards that backside, but either way, not an awful attempt, as I'm pretty sure that was Diaz who just got flipped over. Will not get a great pass forward to Wee Joe, but we'll still continue to take the ball forward. Taking it out wide, 26, pass back towards the middle, into us, and my guy doesn't move, and we lose the ball, but right back to us. Okay, So definitely not a great start for our guy. Get it around the defender here. Maybe go with a long shot from distance. And it looked like it was going to curve in, but a heck of a save. And this will be our third, fourth, maybe fifth corner attempt. Is coming in as we go to the bicycle kick, and it's wide. Now let's see if we can get this one out wide. Diaz will carry it wide as we get towards the middle here. And a shot coming in, and there we go. Might have stolen that one from Wee Joe, but we needed a goal. It was a dry spell for us early on in this one, but that's a heck of a way to get going. I'll watch the replay as Diaz with a powerful cross in here, and just in front of Diaz, Wee Joe, who was loading up. We steal it from him with a really nice weak foot volley. Well, it's been a lot of back and forth. Neither team really getting the clean pass, and a lot of luck comes in there as well as a whistle. They're going to give a yellow card. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what for. And we might have an opportunity. Ball was just free. We had to take a quick shot as the defender was coming in. Ends up getting saved rather easily, but not too bad for considering we weren't really on the ball. And it's not going to be a great cross. How about a power shot from distance? And, I feel like that's a solid way to try to end the game, or we'll actually have another corner. Okay, I thought that would have been a good spot to lay the whistle in. Not going to get the header, and Bacau with a fancy pass will actually end this one. 3-0. We scored all of our goals in the first half. Second half was rather quiet. And as we are jumping into the U.S. national team match against France, still in the starting lineup, coming in as a true Cam. And as per usual, bright, zero cloud day here. I would love to play in the U.S. national team match here where it's raining. Just something other than just bright, clear skies, because that's all it ever is. We haven't scored a whole lot with the U.S. national team, at least in our start, so let's make that the goal. Now for France's first real turn in here, they do get a nice pass forward and a save, but the ball falls straight to one of the Frenchmen. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's Mbappe'd, so not much we're going to do about that. Now France trying to add on another one, and Mbappe'd gets a quick draw. In the 24th minute, he's just ran all over us so far. If I remember correctly, we came in the second half of a France international match sometime last season, I believe, and it was a trouncing. So if we could, not let that happen again, that would be fantastic. We just actually have to work a little bit of some offense here, and right now we can't even get a pass through to a teammate. Now France driving back into the box, and off the top bar with a inaccurate header will actually be okay. But that very easily could have been a third in the first 30 minutes for France. Luckily it wasn't. We just have to see if we could actually get some form of offense going here as we get by the defender. Look for the pass back. Why was there not a quicker shot than that? And just like that, no real shot opportunity. And a nice steal from 14 as we'll get in towards the box. But the header there, not a bad, not bad. I was trying to say it wasn't a bad chance, not a bad shot. We'll see if that ends up actually being true. Bicycle kick saved. At least that time was accurate. As we will still get the ball in the box. Look for the pass up and just doesn't quite squeak through. Now Mbappe trying to find a way in, and we'll get the block on it. Just have to get the ball to someone else. All right, a little bit of defense in on one of the superstars of the league. Gotta love it. Now we might have a little something working here with a pass across. Going to get cleared. We have a shot towards the middle of the box here. Just might need to find some space here for something. Get the pass over. 23. Back into me. And we'll take what we apparently don't have. We'll fall to 23. We'll fall to someone else. I couldn't even tell you who had the ball there. I want to say maybe 6 had it. And yeah, I don't know. We just can't get anything clean here. Now with another opportunity towards the box here, look for the pass, and almost. Maybe needed that a little bit more to the right or far more to the left, but at least try to open up something there. Faked out the defender, thought we were going to roll. Instead we go with the pass. Well, they'll get the pass in, and two of us come sliding in to try to cut out that play. We'll at least do it a little bit, force the corner, which they will take short. Going towards the top of the box and then back in with a pass in, and there is the third goal. Coming in the 65th minute. Well, France has definitely been just too much for us in this one. I mean, left, right, and center. Just been too much. Try to get this ball at least forward a little bit. A little bit of a roll there. Good pass. Can we get one goal? Yes, we do. Barely getting that one by the goalie. Barely getting it inside the woodwork. We'll pull one back right after their goal. Make it 3-1. Instead, now France driving in, maybe looking for a fourth today. We'll get the cross and the heading clearance. Flick it back for us or not, just to the middle. Up to Mbappe with a nice pass and then save. Now will France find one more? Yes, they will. I don't know what the goalkeeper was doing there. I mean, Mbappe with a hat trick was standing right there. Just stand in front of Mbappe. Let someone else get the goal. But no, that's clearly not what we did. And that is where we're going to mercifully end this one. 4-1. The U.S. national team just, at least here in FIFA, they can't do a single thing against France. Yeah, not a good game. Hopefully against Ukraine, it's going to be a little bit better. Now, against Ukraine, they're not starting off with at least great stamina in the center of their lineup, so maybe that's where we should try to attack in this one. And maybe actually try to win a starting game here, or starting match with the U.S. national team. That's something we haven't done yet. And it's still bright and sunny. I don't even know where these are even played at, if I'm being honest. It's the same stadium every single time. Maybe shake it up a little bit. And apparently I'm skipping straight into the game. No idea what our goal is for this one. I guess just coming up with our own goal, and that's going to be win the match. Now with a little bit of an opening here, can we outrun the defense? Yes, we can. Maybe look for a little finesse, and okay. Couldn't tell you how that one worked its way in. That should have been an easy save from the keeper. I guess he was expecting more of a power shot to the opposite side. Instead, we go with a rather weak shot to that bottom left corner, and it just rolls in. Well, watch the replay here, just driving forward. He had that side protected, but yeah, he clearly was expecting it to go the opposite way. And thank you very much for that one. So far, starting this match off a lot better than the one against France as we juke out a player, juke out another player, get out of the way, teammate, brace inside the 10 minutes. Apparently we're jumping straight into the replay. That's how good this one was. Had to juke out our own player as well as two of the Ukrainian players. Rocket it that time across goal, and it will be 2 early goals. And to get a little bit of a block in on that one. Wouldn't call it a thank you, but I will call it we at least disrupted what they were trying to do. And now we're on offense, sharing the ball a little bit in this one. I mean, I'm a cam, not a striker, although it appears I'm going to be primarily playing striker. And no whistle on that one? I guess because we have the 2-0 lead at this point, perhaps. Now let's see if we could work another goal here. How about a power shot? That's not the side that I aimed that towards, but we almost found the hat trick. Instead, it goes, well, pushed wide will be a corner. I was trying to get that to the right-hand side. And a flying knockout of a header to the defender. We'll get the ball in towards the box, maybe drop back, look for a pass, although it's still not working its way in Ukraine. Does well defensively. Ooh. I do kind of get the steal there. I also very much run straight in to the Ukrainian player. Lofta, again, why are these... I'm trying to get the ball downfield for... Oh, I think I know why. I just realized why it's not happening, because I'm pressing the wrong button. Well, yeah, no whistle really happening. The ref really letting us play today. And thank you for that one. Definitely getting stuck in a little bit more defensively here. Maybe call for the through pass. Loft it up. We kind of get on it, but we got to settle this thing, and then we lose it because we're out of stamina. Well, it is what it is. Now let's see, as we start the second half, can we find our hat trick perhaps? Just got to dodge a couple people, dodge one more, and apparently I didn't get that shot off in time. Now it's opening up again, and that time the ball goes through. But again, still wasn't where I was actually aiming or wanting that one to go, but at least gets by the defender. Will be another corner. This time we're sitting at the far back post. See if maybe we could run in on one of these. No, instead our teammate does. Man on the line gets the clearance, and he will get it right back to the goalie. Now we are still looking for our hat trick here. As we're working the ball out wide, maybe try to get it back in towards the middle, where the rest of us are. Forward, and then across, and then lose the ball exactly as planned, but a whistle does sound. I might have a free kick here. And that's exactly what we have. Let's see if I could work out something a little bit different here. Power shot to that bottom corner. Let's see, with a not as much power as I thought we were going to have on that one. Well, at least we'll be a corner off of it. So, you know, it is what it is. Try to get fancy there. I thought I was too close to try to loft it over the wall. And a bad back pass for us, but a great steal. Means we're still on the hunt for our hat trick. Pass across, and, you know, I tried to one-time that. Didn't work. Now, I feel like for the first time today, Ukraine has worked their way into the box and put together a decent look there. However, luckily for us, goes wide. And Ukraine back into the box, and a iffy pass. Luckily, Ricochet does fall to him, and the header doesn't come off very cleanly. Will be easily picked up and tossed away. Oh, Ukraine with a nice juke there, powering in, and the just slightest touch there on the Ricochet does send it out wide. Will be a corner attempt, though. I'd say this is probably the best, if not really the only. I guess that last one actually was a pretty decent scoring opportunity, just Ukraine didn't really utilize it very well, and that might have really just been their last real opportunity. Now, we will have one more shot here, probably, with that header not going really anywhere but back out wide. Into the box, a shot rocketed to that top opposite corner. We'll grab another goal in this one, however, it's not going to be our hat trick. Instead, 14 picks up a goal for himself. And I will take one more, and not getting a hold of that one on the slide. They're not going to at least immediately whistle. We'll see if that one ends up being a yellow at some point, I'd imagine. We're in stoppage time here. Just a few seconds left. I don't think that they will give a yellow card at the end of a game, and it does not appear so. A 3-0 victory, rebounding well from the trouncing from France. We do the same to Ukraine. And after the nice little international window, back home here with Udinese, taking on Monza, who only have 13 points, so we're not playing really anyone top of the table here. Should mean we win, but you never want to speak too soon. Now, I did say back home. We're not playing at home. We're actually on the road to Crown Lane as we take on Monza. And we'll say this is a nice stadium because, you know, it's not that big. It's a little bit more subdued, if you will. And, of course, we're going to go with that score, at least one goal. Trying to continue our push for that golden boot, which hopefully we've been able to at least keep level and somehow don't end up stealing that one. So no thank you early on, although an opportunity there for it. Why not? Let's just keep rolling here as, let's say keep rolling. We do get a pretty quick steal. So let's see if we can maybe get a pretty quick offensive push forward. Rodriguez going to carry it. We'll keep carrying it, get the pass over to me, and then I apparently can't get the pass off. Had plenty of time to do so, but I guess my guy didn't want to. Now Joe finds himself with a whole lot of space. And from, what, 30 yards out, maybe even further, he takes a shot. And honestly, I thought that was going to curve in. I also thought my teammate would have done a much better job there. But apparently, what I'm thinking isn't going to actually happen to start this one off. As Monza gets by the defender, trying to get in towards the box, lays it on for his man, or lays it up more aptly so for his man, but going to be easily collected by the keep into traffic, but we will not get it, apparently. Monza right back into the attack. We'll wrap, maybe look for a no. Instead, they go out wide. Now the pass in off of Mbappe'd, I believe. He'll clear it. Now Monza with a corner attempt. It's really just been all them today. At least so far in this one as, okay, I'll let that one go off my chest. I would have rather a much quicker clearance. At least get it out for a second, but right back in. It's been just Monza, Monza, Monza. And typically against Monza, the opposite. Maybe they've done some good things to their roster. As we will get the pass up to Diaz. Diaz can't avoid the defender, and I can't quite get the thank you. Now Monza back into the box with a nice pass across, but the diving header maybe just saved a goal there. Pass for Diaz, not offsides this time. See if he can find us on our run forward. Have to beat the defender. Let's take the shot here, and I was hoping that would be further out wide. Instead, we'll take the corner. Not too awful of a quick attack, but not as good of a counterattack as I was hoping it was going to be. With a shot there, Rodriguez will at least get the ricochet out of bounds for another corner. Or apparently not. Apparently that was out on one of our guys. So not a corner, although I've definitely seen some plays that should have been out on corners. There was one in the last Liverpool match that should have been a corner for us, but instead they called it a goal kick, and we very well possibly lost the game because of that, as well as a few other calls that just did not go our way. But let's try to not leave these things to calls. Just, you know, feel like that would be a little bit better. 26, I believe that's Thaven. Couldn't quite get it in. Well, let's see if we could get the pass out wide. Gonna find Diaz, as we'll get the rush in, and he takes it all the way across. Try to get the quick. Why did it take so long to get the pass and to get the shot off? It's fine. It's fine. It's a corner. It's a corner. But should have found a goal at this point. That one's coming in. We had the nice hops that time. Just didn't have... Well, we weren't locating the ball very well. This goalkeeper is doing a pretty good job, though. Several opportunities to get the ball in the back of the net. Still have yet to do it. As it'll go towards the man on the front there. Fall to Diaz. That's not the way I told my guy to turn, but I'm pretty sure I flopped. And we should have not a penalty kick, but a free kick. Or just kidding. Will be a penalty kick because it was inside the box. Why does my guy look so angry? Also, not going to lie, no idea how these things work. So, I don't know if that was good. I think it's good. We got the goal. No instructions on how to do those. Haven't done one of those before, but you know, it worked out for us. We will finally take a lead in this one. Now Rodriguez carrying it. Will get it in towards the middle. Let's look, not where I wanted that pass to go. I wanted that towards the middle. And I'll get it right back for us. That is more where I was looking to get it. But Diaz lays it on for us. And again, wanting the one-time shot. We don't get it. I don't know how to force FIFA to let me have that, but we just will take the 1-0 lead into half thanks to the PK. Now Monza still in the search of their equalizer here. They do get that one out just before my slide comes in. Vargas does force him out for a throw-in that they will have to throw a little bit further into the pitch than normal, and they do actually get a pretty good pass in with a cross that will find the goalkeeper's mitts. Now let's see if we can find one more here. Try to get the quick stop, find the pass over, not where I was hoping it would go, but at least finds our teammate. Vargas not gonna get the goal, but will set up another corner. Diaz drops it back and back up to Diaz. Out wide, Vargas. Vargas will stop, nice little juke. Into the middle to Wee Joe, into us, and man on. What are we gonna do here? Just keep spinning, wrap around, take the shot, and that will be the winner in stoppage time. Surprised the whistle didn't sound, but I will take it. An extra goal to add to the tally. Honestly, not sure how the goalie didn't save that one, but it will be the last touch of the game, as it will be a victory for us. Nothing fancy in that one. Definitely not our best football, but, you know, we still get the 2-0 win and all 3 points coming home for us. But now for the big match of this episode, into the Champions League, taking on RB Red Bull Salzburg. We are not starting with full stamina. In fact, I don't think a single one of our players who are starting is starting with full stamina. Compared to Salzburg, they all are. Hopefully that's not going to come back to bite us. And here's our rain game. It has to be at least one per episode. Now this one is going to be a really big one. If I heard them correctly in the pre-match little video, whoever wins this one is moving on to the next stage. So at least if that is true, if that's what I heard, and it's actually correct, because you never know, announcers in these games not always correct. But if it's true, big implications. And if we could find an early goal, which we will, from Wee Joe. In the 3rd minute, just rocketed that one across. Goalie wasn't going to get close to it. We'll watch the replay here in case we didn't really get much of a good look at it. But Wee Joe just dipping underneath one defender and rocketing it. As mentioned, right by the goal. It's actually in between the defender's legs. Heck of a goal, Wee Joe. Now a pass forward. Salzburg cuts back in, and they will level it from Fabio, maybe? Something? I don't know. Great goal, though. Well, I do have to say, since that early goal for Wee Joe, it's really just been Salzburg in this one. They've just been really sound defensively, offensively, moving the ball pretty well. Perhaps that stamina that we talked about before we even got onto the pitch coming into play here. For the ball out wide to Vargas, who will lay it up for no one. And that's kind of just been what we've continued to do. Now, as we're getting started here in the second half, really not a whole lot from that first half. Obviously, the goal for either side, but in between that, a lot of just sloppy play for both sides. We're not really putting together much, as I will get the steal and then just kick the ball away. Even though I just told her to get the steal, and I guess FIFA decided it also wanted to just boot the ball away. With a pass into the middle, Diaz has space to carry it forward. He could drop it back across, and why did the ball go there? Thank you, Wee Joe. With the brace, puts us back in front, told it to kick to the left, the open side of the goal. But I guess we wanted to have a ricochet assist, if that's even a thing, for Wee Joe. Now Salzburg trying to find an equalizer. And once again, Fabio Silva comes in to put Salzburg level in this one. Been a little bit disappointing, I have to say. We'll need at least, well, no, we really need to get the win here. Because again, we're tied on points with Salzburg, and that juke just a little bit too much. Keep just, I guess, juking the ball around. That's fine. We'll get it over to Diaz, who will lose it in a pass up to Wee Joe. But yeah, we're really needing to find the winner in this one. We need all 3 points, and it's just not coming very easily in this one. It's been a good fight, however, might have opened up here for Salzburg. Defensively, I mean, you could argue for a little bit of a whistle there. They'll take the block shot, still have a really good pass in, and not going to be a hat trick, at least not yet, knock on wood. But instead, corner attempt that will go towards that front post. Knocked up Wee Joe. We'll get the pass forward, and we'll try to get that even more forward. Diaz not going to get on top of it, and I apparently can't get the steal. Ricochet? No? Yes? Back on possession. We just don't have a lot of stamina, so I'm trying to essentially like cherry pick them. Lay this one up for Wee Joe with the stamina, but not quite the accuracy needed there. So we'll take the corner. A couple different guys towards this front post. It will go all the way front post, and definitely not going to get on the end of that one. So let's try to settle things here. Maybe try to squeak in from that backside, but no, Wee Joe really wants that hat trick. Now let's see if we could just find the goal here, or find the ball, and I thought I about blocked that one into the net. Drops to Rodriguez, who will get it into me. However, no, can't quite steal the ball back. We're putting the pressure on, that's for sure. It's just trying to find that final real pass in, take the shot, and Wee Joe did not want to share the ball there. Now Salzburg with the offensive opportunity, passing it out wide. It's going to be a one-on-one with a pass across. Goalie just pushes that one wide. The stamina definitely coming into factor here late on in this one, as they will take the cross. And, you know, will be another one perhaps. Yes, will be another one. Looks like they're going to go short. At least that's the way they line up. We got just a few minutes left in this one. As they're driving towards the top of the box, pass down below. Fabio Silva with a header just keeps ricocheting, and finally, offside netting. There's not much time left in stoppage. I'm gassed, but trying to get down the field to help out. However, they're going to blow the whistle instead. I don't think we go into overtime in these matches. And indeed, no overtime. So that means that for us to move on to the next stage of Champions League play, we will have to win this matchup against Leverkusen. If we do so, that also means that Salzburg is playing against Liverpool, who has pretty much gotten every single point available. Hopefully they will get the win as well, just ensuring that we see ourselves on through. Even if we were to win, and as well as Salzburg, we should still be above them, considering we beat them earlier. We'll check the standings. But next episode, we start against Milan, who we just got in front of for the first time, going to be sitting atop the league here in Serie A. 35 points for both us and Milan, but we have the much better goal difference, +8 there compared to Milan. So next episode to start with, we can very much solidify ourselves if we could get the win. Even if we just draw it up, we essentially just can't lose it. But as we do jump into the standings, need to check out Champions League. And yes, still above Salzburg despite the draw, but because we had that win against them earlier on in competition, keeps us sitting at 2. Now, Leverkusen actually managed a draw against Liverpool. It was a 0-0 game, or a 0-0 game. Don't know how they did it, so they can play well defensively at least. We're going to have to make sure we play a lot better offensively than we did in some of our matches later on in this episode. Essentially, the last 2 I feel like was just a little bit off. But to see if we can see ourselves on through to play against some of those other teams in the knockout stage, you're going to have to stick around. Hit the bear icon on the bottom right or scroll down, hit the subscription button and the bell icon so that way you're notified when these videos go live. As mentioned at the top of the episode, we may end this series at the end of this season. If that is the case, no matter what series we do on FIFA, because I will continue a series on FIFA, that'll be played on Tuesdays and Fridays. On Madden 23, we have Monday and Thursday, the Commanders Replacement Squad series, and then Wednesdays and Saturdays, the state-only challenge, currently Louisiana. So 6 full-length videos coming at you every single week with a bunch of shorts highlighting everything happening in every single series. So a lot of content. Hope you guys are enjoying, and hopefully next episode we're going to see some really big wins. See us continue atop of Serie A and on through in Champions League. So don't miss out. Stick around, and until then, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.